Let's jump right into it. We're going to go to Darling Stadium, where the Woodside Wolverines are playing for a potential outright Peninsula District Championship, but standing in their way, the Bethel Bruins.
And yes, Matt, Bethel has had a couple of upsets this year, beating Lake Taylor and Hampton. Woodside trying to finish off a 10-0 undefeated season and be the only team in the Eastern region to go to the playoffs with an unblemished record. And starting things off, it's quarterback Frank Brown of Bethel, who was drilled by Tyler Hargrove, the senior defensive end for Woodside. That gives the Wolverines the football, and they get things started first with Jaquan Laster, their sophomore running back, one of many for Danny Dodson's squad.
Yeah, when you talk about a Danny Dodson squad, man, you got to talk about the running game. They like to get the ball to all the different speedy backs they have, and they're able to punch one in for the score here. But now Bethel going to try and answer on their own on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, after Jaleel Moore's 6-yard touchdown run for the Wolverines, it's Jihad Hudson getting Bethel deep into Woodside territory, and they'll finish it off with Frank Brown finding Willie Davis for a 9-yard touchdown strike with just over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. We'll knot it up at 7.
Woodside now will go back to the running game. Another run, this time up the right sideline, is going to go for about 25 yards. Good carry there for the Wolverines, trying to get deeper into Bethel territory. At the end of one, we're tied up at 7-7. Brown will drop back. He's going to go deep along the right sideline. He's got a man, but he loses him. He falls down, and the Wolverines defense with the big interception.
Interception by DJ Miller for Woodside. He's the guy that had the big go-ahead touchdown against Phoebus, and then they're taking out the tricks out of the bag. It's a fake punt there, and it's Woodside getting a big first down out of it. Quincy Jones putting the Wolverines in the red zone, and that'll set up Chris Muller's 26-yard field goal. It's good, so Woodside in front 10-7 now.
Woodside using the trickeration to take the lead, and they're going to go back to the running game. However, the football comes loose, and the Bethel Bruins right there, they pick up the loose football, and they're going to try and tie it up or take the lead here. Brown going to get drilled here, but he's able to stand on his feet somehow, avoid a couple defenders, and he's going to fight his way all the way near the goal line before he's finally forced out of bounds.
Yeah, Woodside with only their 5th turnover of the year on that fumble, giving Bethel a chance to reclaim the lead here. And it's Frank Brown finding the end zone, 7-yard run. Bruins on top, 14-10, nearing halftime. Woodside on the final play of the second quarter. It's Chris Muller. What a leg he has, 37-yard field goal. So Woodside closes it to 14-13 in favor of the Bruins. Ready for an exciting second half.
That's right. Once again, this game at Darling Stadium, this was the scene where Woodside knocked off Phoebus a couple weeks ago, ending what was then the nation's longest 52-game win streak. So let's see if Lightning will strike twice here for Woodside. They're going to keep it to the running game. Another big run right up the middle for the tailback before he's brought down from behind by the Bethel D.
Jaleel Moore has really emerged these last few weeks for the undefeated Wolverines. Woodside's offense starting to click here, as it's done many times this year, coming from behind for victories, and it's Moore with a 6-yard touchdown run to finish off a drive that gives the Wolverines a 20-14 lead. Bethel back on offense. It's their future Old Dominion Monarch Rashawn Proctor with a nice catch and moves after the reception, putting Bethel deep into territory with a chance to score again here as it's 20-14. Woodside leading it, and another field goal try for Chris Muller, his 3rd of the game that is good. 20 yards out, and special teams a big aspect why Woodside is undefeated.
That's right. Coming back, though, it's going to be Bethel going back to the screen pass. They've got a receiver who's going to make some moves, but he loses the football. Woodside able to recover it, and whenever, like you said, Matt, when you've got a good special teams unit and you can force turnovers, especially deep in your opponent's own territory, you can do this and set up another easy score.
Right up the gut again, it's Moore, 20-yard touchdown run, his 3rd of the game. Woodside now comfortably in front, 30-14. Bethel's got to make a comeback and do so in a hurry. Brown will be the guy to lead them. Not only good with his arm, but also using his legs with a big play, getting past midfield for Bethel as they take this one all the way down, out of bounds at the 20-yard line before he's finally dragged out by Donta Butler. And Brown now going to use his arm to try to get Bethel into the end zone again. He's connecting with Willie Davis for the 2nd time for a touchdown. 20 yards there, cuts into the Woodside lead 30-20. Now it's time for an onside kick.
Yep, special teams going to have to be big here for Bethel. Unfortunately, though, Woodside recovers it, and it would be Woodside coming out on top with the victory.
Undefeated season, regular season, 10-0 for Woodside. As you see, Danny Dodson gets splashed with the water there. Great year for the Newport News School. As you see, Jaleel Moore, 132 yards rushing, 3 touchdown runs, and Chris Muller with a new Peninsula District single-season record for field goals with 13.